Hi. Hi. Um, get ready with me to quit my job. This is the third time in this year. This is crazy to me. So I'm actually ready, like physically, kind of. I'm just gonna waste time in this car basically by talking about relationships and the current day and time that we're in. So yeah, already did go to Starbucks for this because again, wasting time and money apparently. But this is the chai one with the pumpkin cream on it, and then I get my friend the one with the chocolate cream, and I think the pumpkin cream is better than the chocolate cream on chai. So I'm gonna stick to this one. But you're probably asking what qualifies me to speak to the people about what a relationship is, or like what is entitled to a relationship, especially currently, like relevantly. And to that I say absolutely nothing. I have never been in a relationship. I currently have no intention of being in a relationship. However, I have been placed in positions where it looked like a relationship was required or intended or confirmed even. But I'm still gonna talk about it because I do have some relevant things to say about it. Sorry, I can't find anything that I use to put on my face to look presentable. It's because it doesn't exist. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, I have a bit to say about it, and I feel like it's valid to an extent. So, I guess the first question is, what is a relationship, or like what qualifies as a relationship? And I think that's where a lot of issues amongst, my peers stem from. Like, they do not have any idea what they want, and that's honestly not their fault or not our fault. I find that a lot of our growing up recently, especially in a lot of our growing up recently, especially in like Western countries, is like centered around systems that are already set in place. So I feel like the previous generation thought that solution to all their problems that they had growing up or living would be to have systems set in place to help other people do that, which is a good idea, but it's very, very constrictive, it's very, very limiting, it's very, very pressurizing, because what happens when you don't fit into any of the systems that they've put in place? Because of course they're not God, like they can't plan everything, and everyone's different and everything changes. So it's not surprising that a lot of people in our generation do not know what they want in terms of their like academics, in terms of their finances, in terms of their family, in terms of their relationships. You have to first define what a relationship is for yourself. Some people think a relationship can be super, super casual, like just having a friend is the most relationship you're ever gonna need with someone, and that's perfectly fine. Some people would rather, dedicate their entire lives to you for forever and call that the relationship. They have like a little merge of people, which is also fine for them. But I think what's important is knowing what is fine for you and determining what a relationship is for yourself. That brings me into my second topic, which is communication. You need to be able to communicate that basically goal with whoever you want to add to your mission in your search for a relationship that fits you. If you do not know what kind of relationship you want, you're not going to be able to communicate with that person. But of course your actions are. So you can't fake wanting to be in a relationship you don't want. So you're gonna act as who you are eventually. You can act for a while, but eventually who you are is gonna come out, and they're gonna see that. And because you didn't make it clear from the start, that's where the beef becomes apparent, and relationships fall apart. Not every relationship falls apart because someone cheated, which is another topic that kind of still stems in from the same point of they thought it was okay to cheat on you in this relationship because they did not know what a relationship was. This is gonna be like a dual situation, but open-mindedness and what do you call it? Open-mindedness and passiveness, like being passive. They're two different things, yes, but they kind of share the same benefits and disadvantages when it comes to relationships. But that should be on a very, very broad spectrum, if that makes sense. Like your open-mindedness with no boundaries, like that kind of open-mindedness should be reserved for society, not who you're in a relationship with. But you've questioned everything in your head and you've seen a lot of things and you've determined for yourself what is good and what is bad. But you're not everything, if that makes sense. Like you're not gonna be everything. You can't be everything. And by everything I mean, like you can't be every niche of society. You can't be every kind of person. You've made your own person, you know, and you've determined that's the kind of person you like, because I would hope you would like yourself before you go in a relationship. Correct? Yes. So you now like yourself and you've determined the kind of values that you like. But you're still open-minded in the sense that you're not gonna judge another person for doing something that you may not like. You're not gonna judge another person for doing something that you may not do, but it's another person, you know. So that's why I say I like our generation, how they mind their business and they can let other people do themselves. When you're in a relationship with somebody, but you're so open-minded in the sense that you can allow them, you don't judge them for doing something you wouldn't do something that you don't like, you don't judge them. That's good if you're actively talking about it, which is why I say it ties in with passiveness. If you're both open-minded and passive in a relationship, it's gonna fumble. It's gonna fall apart. You're gonna get pent up with anger and frustrations that you're not gonna let out, because again you're so passive that eventually it's gonna just clear up, because you can only be passive for so long. It's a very, very bad combo, and a lot of people do it nowadays. A lot of people think that if they just let it slide and accommodate, maybe a relationship is gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. It could be cute for a while, but nobody. I would hope you don't change your entire personality for a personal relationship, because if they can't do that for you, why are you doing it for them? Like, why can't they be the one to change for you? Do they not like you as much? Like, you can obviously see there's a flaw in your plan to change yourself for someone. So anyways, I did nothing in terms of getting ready. I really just ranted, but I wasted enough time, so